Hello, and welcome to my QTP video tutorial, where I'll be showing you how to use DataTable.DeleteSheet. In this video, I'll be answering the following two questions. First, what is the DataTable.DeleteSheet method? Second, how to write the code to use it. Now within how to write the code to use it, I'll show you two examples. The first, I'll show you how to use the data table's name, and second, I'll show you how to use the data table's index number. To answer the question asked in the first topic, which is what is the DataTable.DeleteSheet method, the DataTable.DeleteSheet method gives you the ability to delete a runtime data table. By runtime, I mean that the data table's deletion will only apply while the test is running. For example, if you were to delete the global data table with this method, the data table would reappear as soon as the test run stopped. Now, moving on to the second topic, which asks the question, how to write the code to use it, I'll now flip over to QTP so that I can show you those examples. The first example I will show you is by using a data table's name as a reference. So I'll begin by typing the word data table. I'll then type a period. When I type the period, you'll notice that there'll be a drop-down list appear. It will have lots of options in it, but you need to double-click the option that says Delete Sheet. Once you've done that, you'll notice that the drop-down list will go away, and you'll see the words Delete Sheet in your script. You now need to type an opening parentheses, a quotations mark, and the name of the data table that you're looking to delete. So for our example, we'll delete the global data table, which is here in the bottom left corner. It's the first data table. Once you've typed in the name of the data table that you're looking to delete, type another quotation mark, and then a closing parentheses. To be able to validate that the data table was indeed deleted, we need to add another line in our script. It can be anything you want. We just need to have a line beneath it so that the script will continue executing after we've deleted the data table, so that way we can see that it's gone. To do this, I'm going to use a wait statement, so I'll hit the enter key to create a new line in our script. I'll type the word wait. I'll then type an open parentheses, the number 1, and a closing parentheses. Now, the way that you would usually use a wait statement is that you like the script's execution to pause for the number of seconds that you have put in the parentheses. For our example, we put in 1 because really we're just looking to have an extra line in our script beneath the deletion. We're now ready to run our script. We're going to be running this in debug mode, which means we'll be moving through the script line by line instead of running the code all at one time. To do this, hit the F11 key. When you're presented with a run window, you can move through this window in one of two ways. 1, you can click the OK button, or 2, you can hit the enter key. Once the background turns to gray, that lets you know that the script is actually running. To move through the first line of code to actually delete the global data table, we'll hit the F11 key. Once you do that, you'll notice that here in the bottom left corner, we no longer see the global data table. So that validates to us that the global data table was actually deleted. We'll now hit the F11 key again just to move through the script. That now completes our test run. Now look back down to the data table in the bottom left corner. You'll see that the global data table has now returned. As I had mentioned previously, the DataTable.DeleteSheet method only deletes data tables during runtime. So after the test run is completed, in this instance, the global data table will reappear. This now moves us to the second example of how I'll show you to be able to delete a sheet. Instead of using the global data table by name, we can reference it by its index number. Now the data table index numbers begin with 1. So for example, the first data table has an index number of 1, the second data table has an index number of 2, and so on. Since we're looking to delete the global data table, it is the first data table, so we will reference it with a value of 1. So our line in script would now read as DataTable.DeleteSheet, opening parentheses, the number 1, and a closing parentheses. So we'll again keep our wait statement in, just to have the extra line of code beneath it. Let's again hit the F11 key to run our code. Click the OK button or hit the Enter key when you're presented with a run window. Again, once you see the gray background, you know that your script is running. Let's hit the F11 key to move through the line to actually delete the sheet. Once I've moved through that line in the code, you'll see that the global data table no longer exists. That's our validation that the global data table has now been deleted. Again, let's hit the F11 key just to move through the wait statement, which will end the test run. Again, as you'll notice, once the test run stopped, the global data table has now returned. This now concludes our video where I've answered the following 2 questions. First, what is the DataTable.DeleteSheet method? And second, how to write the code to use it. And in that, I showed you how to delete a data table by referencing the data table's name, as well as its index number. As a reminder, to stay up to date with my latest videos, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button above. Thank you, and I hope that you have a great day.